Hello, my name is Debra Baker, and I'm so delighted that you have joined us for this little while. We've got a comforting, soothing, joyful, wonderful meditation. You ready? Let's get started. Let's begin with 3 really nice deep breaths. Breathing first into the front of our chest, holding it for a moment. And then when you're ready, releasing it nice and slowly. And now breathing into your chest and upper back. Holding it for a moment. And then releasing it nice and slowly. And now take the deepest breath you've taken all day, filling up all 5 lobes of your lungs, filling up your rib cage all the way down into your belly. Feel the skin expand in your torso and hold it for a moment. And then when you're ready to release it, just release it nice and slowly. And now let's relax our bodies, beginning with our feet and legs. And I feel like maybe we haven't done this technique for a few weeks, so let's press our ankles and feet together and our knees and our legs and just tighten up as many muscles as you can in your feet and legs. Take a breath, squeeze your legs and feet together for a moment, and then let it out and let your muscles relax. And now let's relax the pelvis. So pull up your glutes, pull up your pelvic floor, pull in your lower torso all around your pelvis. Imagine just kind of giving your pelvis a squeeze. Take a breath and just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Give your pelvis a gentle hug and then let it go. And now let's do the midsection and the upper torso. And so what we're going to do is bring our hands into gentle fists and bring them up to our shoulders. And first we'll curl forward. So tuck in your abdomen, your sides, bring your roll your shoulders forward so you're stretching out the skin of your back and you're squeezing the front of your body. Take a breath and squeeze, 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 stretch out your back. Squeeze, squeeze as long as you like, and when you're ready, let it go. And now do the opposite. So keep your hands at your shoulders, pull your shoulder blades together, stretch out your chest and your belly. Take a breath and squeeze, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. And then when you're ready, let it go. And now my favorite one, pull your shoulders up to your ears, gently tuck your chin. Imagine pulling all the skin to your skull, your face and your skull. Give your neck a gentle squeeze or hug with your shoulders. Take a breath and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And when you're ready, let it go. Yeah. And so I'm going to use my tuning forks a couple of times. What I've been getting, the information I've been getting from a lot of people, and I've just been picking it up, sensing it, is there's a lot of people who are giving themselves a hard time, who are being so self-critical and so self-judgmental, which then often spills out into the world. And none of us deserve that. So let's just, first of all, just take a moment and hear the tuning forks. And just breathe into that vibration. This works really well if you're listening to this with headphones. So this is the Gaia frequency, the Schumann resonance, the resonance of the earth, the energy of the earth. vibration of the earth. So as you synchronize with it, as your body just naturally synchronizes with this vibration, you tune into the vibration of the earth, because you are having this precious, precious human life. And I did a reading for a favorite client today, and her aunt came in and was saying how being critical of ourselves and worrying doesn't help anybody. And so it's, you know, it's kind of like praying for what you don't want. And so is being self-critical, because of what we focus on increases. So let's just take a brief moment. Maybe we'll do the tuning forks while we do this. And think about what you've been beating yourself up about lately. Have you not been exercising or sleeping or eating right? Or, you know, did you get sideways with somebody? Whatever it was, let's just think about it for one moment. Just let it come to you. And so we know that we are sacred beings. Each of us is a sacred being, a spiritual being, a holy being, having a human experience. And holy in the way that we are special and precious, divine in nature, made of pure love. Not holy in the way that, you know, some of us were brought up to think you have to, you know, spend every day in church and on your knees and praying and all of that. Not holy in that way, but holy as in sacred, as in special, as in precious. So you are this precious, precious, infinite soul having this precious, precious human experience. And we came here for the experience. So what did you come here to experience? Maybe it is being married, maybe it's being single, maybe it's both at different times in your life. Maybe it is to be a parent or a grandparent, or maybe it's not to have any children, or to have, you know, pets as your, you know, that fill the role as children. Whatever experience you came to have, you are having it right now. So take another nice, deep, sweet breath. And think about, what was the first thing you did this morning? That was your first experience of the day, and no self-criticism allowed in this exercise. So whatever it was, that's how you greeted the day. Or maybe you're greeting the day right now. Congratulations for starting it with meditation. I think that's awesome. For a while I was in the habit of saying, the first words out of my brain were, thank you, God, for this awesome, wonderful day. Or just, thank you for this day. I am grateful for this day. And if that wasn't your thought this morning, it can be your thought tomorrow morning or not. You get to choose your experience, and that's the beauty of all of us being so different. You get to choose whatever experience you came here to have. You already chose your body, your family, your personality, lots and lots of things. And so let's take a moment in gratitude for our bodies. And to think about what they do. They allow us to have these human experiences. Whether they're strong or we want to make them stronger or whatever, they're healthy or you're working through a health challenge. Our bodies are amazing. Isn't it amazing we have this autopilot? We don't have to think about breathing. We don't have to think about our hearts beating. We just do it automatically. And when we sleep, our brains go to a different brain wave and we get to have dreams and just rest. So take a moment and imagine your consciousness rising up out of your body, a few feet above, or maybe 5 or 6 feet so you can see your whole body. And just look at your body and see how precious it is. The people who love you see your face and feel a lifting in their heart. You could feel that too. Next time you look at yourself in the mirror, notice how beautiful you are. And notice that you get to decide what's beautiful. Nobody gets to decide that for you. There's lots and lots of magazines and social media posts and TV shows and videos and movies that define what is supposed to be the ideal body. But the ideal body is the one you're occupying right now. It is your ideal body right now. Isn't that amazing? So just look at your body with love and appreciation and imagine when your soul leaves your body fully for the last time. And you look back and you say, well done, body. Thank you for carrying me through that human life. And think about your personality and the many ways you express it. And since we are inside of our bodies and inside of our personalities, we don't really appreciate them as much as when someone says, you are so kind, or you're so funny, or you're so peaceful to be around, or I so look forward to spending time with you. Think about your good qualities. You're clever. You listen, you pay attention, you see people, you hear things. Just think about how special it is that you get to be having this human experience with so many members of your soul family, whether we realize it or not. I think we all realize it at some level, that the people that are in our human families are part of our soul families and probably have been for many, many lifetimes. And to get to be in a human experience with them is so holy and so sacred. I don't know if you've ever been able to go on a vacation with somebody that you don't live with, and what a precious time that is to be able to relax in a different place with people and get to know them in a different way. This is kind of like that, only way better, because the experiences are myriad and wonderful. So let's take a moment and think about everything we have to be grateful for in these lives, everything we have to appreciate. And I have an invitation for you, which is sometime in the next day or so, talk about a really good time that you had. Tell someone about it, because it will be like experiencing it again, which is awesome. I talked to a spirit today who said, plan things to look forward to, because the anticipation will give you joy before you even experience the event. And so you could maybe plan a trip, or even just a weekend away, or going out to dinner with someone, or getting together with friends, whatever it may be. Plan it and then think about it, not setting expectations so much, setting ourselves up for disappointment, but just thinking about what might happen. So when I had my elementary school class reunion last month, I thought about it a lot, and thought about the people that I wanted to connect with, and just looking forward to seeing them after 53 years. And it was way better than I thought it would be. It was so amazing. And part of it was because I went into it thinking it would be amazing. Not expecting it, but hoping and planning to have a positive attitude. So there were people there who were frowning and looked very, grumpy. And I think they kind of went into it with this kind of attitude that, if this doesn't happen, then I'm going to be unhappy. And, I didn't get to talk to everybody that I wanted to, but I got to talk to a lot of people. And it was so awesome. So let's look backward for a moment at memories and bring the joy forward. Don't bring any of the unhappiness. Certainly don't woulda, coulda, shoulda yourself. But bring the happiness from those memories forward. Bring the poignancy. I remember as a child sitting on my grandmother's lap, and how sweet that was, because it was safe there. And I remember crying onto the shoulder of my Great Dane one time. And he put his paws on my shoulders and put his head on my shoulder, and I put my head on his shoulder, and that was sweet. And when we remember things like that, we bring that memory, we bring that energy, that sweetness, that loveliness, we bring that forward into today. So reminisce the good times, and then plan for the more good times. You can plan actions, but you can't plan results. So there were several things that I planned in the week that I was spent out in Kentucky with my siblings, and a lot of them didn't happen. One day we were going to go canoeing and it rained. And so we just spent the day together, and it wasn't about what we did, it was about being together and how wonderful it is to be together. So think about the people you like to spend time with, and if you can't be in their physical presence, call them. Don't text, call. There's an energy that comes with hearing someone's voice that isn't there in a text or an email. And people want to hear your voice as well. You are just a precious, precious soul. If I could hug you, I would. But since I can't, I invite you to give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around yourself and just give yourself a gentle hug. It sounds silly, but it works. And know that you are absolutely at the right place at the right time. I invite you to look with wonder at your experiences, with wonder at where you are right now, and wonder, what is the gift here for me? Every moment has a potential gift for you. So I invite you to look for them. Look for all the gifts, all the wonderful things that life wants to give you. And to receive them well and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. A friend of mine used to say, thank you, God, I wouldn't have it any other way. And when we can take that attitude, we have a lot to work with, because we live in gratitude in the now moment, which is where all the power lies. But that's another topic for another day. So let's take a nice deep breath and remember that we truly are whole and perfect exactly as we are. You are whole and perfect exactly as you are, living life in the ideal body with the ideal personality for this experience. None of it is by accident. It's all divinely guided, divinely awarded. And let me again remind you that the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.